Hello and welcome to the video. My name is Abdullah from Group 3, and over the couple of weeks we have been working on wireframes, and in this video I'll be using the wireframes to discuss how we want our system to work. Now, before we start, we intend from now for our system to work in an iPad environment and an iPad display. So in these wireframes, they are based on an iPad display as if it's an app on an iPad. So let's get started here. So when the user first opens the app, they're prompted with our homepage. Our homepage has our name that we came up with, sort of. It's a little bit of a creative name that we came up with, and it has our good-looking logo, and it has the start playing button and the login button. Both of these buttons will lead on to the login page, which is right over here. In the login page, if the user is a signed up user, they can simply input their phone number and they press login. Or if they are a new member in the app, they can simply press on the sign up button on top over here. They press sign up, they input the information, and then the next time they want to use their app, they want to use the app, they can simply log in. Once the user presses log in, they can now select the algorithm that they want to work with. So let's say they want to work with a merge sort, they can choose the merge sort option, or let's say they want to work with quick sort, they can also choose the quick sort option. So the user presses, for example, let's say the user wants to press merge sort, they press merge sort on their screen, and they press select. Now, once they press select, they have now entered level 1, or AKA the tutorial level. In the tutorial level, the user can observe an animation with text that describes how the algorithm works, how the chosen algorithm works. So if the user pressed on merge sort, there will be an animation displayed in the tutorial level for level 1 of how this algorithm works, kind of a step-by-step cool animation that will happen. And once the animation is completed, the user can scroll down on the screen over here. This is a scrollable page that they'll have. So they'll press scroll, and there's a little bit of a next button. They press next, and then now they are in the lobby of the app. This is the lobby that has the levels of the app. It has levels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the custom level. That's the nice to have. So if you can see from the icons, if the level is unlocked, there will be a unlocked icon, or if it's a unlocked level, for example, level 4 over here, it will be a locked button. And the user has to complete level 1, 2, 3, and advance through the levels. So just for the video's sake, I'm going to be talking about level 5. This level 5 has the main functionalities of a lot of the previous levels. So just for the time frame of this video, I'll be talking about how level 5 works. So let's pretend here, let's imagine that this user reached all the way to, they were really good at algorithms, and they reached to level 5, and they had level 5 unlocked. So they press on level 5, and then now they've entered level 5. So how it's going to work is that there is, you can see in the top, in the very top gray bar, these are the buttons, these are the numbers that will be worked with in the algorithm. And the user will work with the algorithm step by step. So let's start off from step 1. So these bubbles that are filled in with numbers right now, initially they will be empty bubbles. And the user will have to press on an individual bubble and input or type in the number that, one of the numbers that they see from the gray bar. So in the first and the very left, they'll press and they'll input the number, and they go and they start inputting all the numbers for step 1, for an individual step. And if you look at the middle of the screen in the bottom, you'll see that there is a check answer button. This button will unlock once all the bubbles in the step are filled in. And if they're not filled in, or one of them is blank in the step itself, if one of them is blank, this button will be locked. And if you press it, nothing will happen. But once all the numbers are filled in, you can press check answer, and this will determine if the inputted step is correct or incorrect. So let's say it's correct, the user simply goes to the next step, and the same thing will happen until they kind of reach the end. If it's incorrect, the following will happen. So first, if it's incorrect, user inputs something wrong in the bubbles, they press check answer and it's incorrect, the tally in the bottom right will increase. So let's say they got one mistake, it will reach 1 out of 3, and there'll be a message that says incorrect. This points to the user that they've got an incorrect input. Now let's say the user gets 3 mistakes. They get 3 mistakes in the level, what will happen? If you look at the following screen, you can see that there is a message that says, you have made 3 mistakes, there's an exclamation mark, choose one of the following options. So there is a quit option, the users, they got angry, they want to leave the game, or there's a reset level, they want to try again. There's a level select if they want to work with different levels, and there's a change algorithm. Maybe they're better at quicksort or they're better at another algorithm. They can change the algorithm that they're working with. And then, of course, when the level is first started, you'll start off with 0 mistakes, and then basically it'll tally up to 3. And one thing that I want to mention here as well is if you can see in the bottom left, there is a timer, and this timer is used to log how long it took for the user to complete this level. And of course, this information will be logged into our app. And where can the user see it? If the user presses on the hamburger menu in the top left, they can see a My Profile section. In the My Profile section, there's a scoreboard. Press on the scoreboard, and they'll be displayed with each level and how long it took them to complete it. And they'll be presented with levels on the button right under scoreboard. There's levels. That's the button to go back to the lobby that we talked about. And of course, there is a settings. And in this settings, they can change their login information or sign up information. So their name, maybe they want to change their name or their email, or they got a new number, they want to change their phone number or their password. They can do that using the settings. So this has been the wireframes that we've created for our app using Figma. This is, as of Sprint 0, what we intend our system to look like. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the lab session. Thank you very much, and have a good one. Take care.